the point of church is not to fill a room, but to produce spiritual fruit. So a lot of people, and again, this is kind of the blessing and the curse of, especially here, and I'm talking to our primarily our American audience here. We have this amazing blessing season that we're in, that we get freedom of worship and we have buildings and space. This is not historically true in Christianity, but it is true for this moment. And so my encouragement is, you think your job as a pastor or as a church leader is to fill your room. I don't think that is a consequence or something we get to do right now. But the point is to produce spiritual fruit in people's lives, in their homes, when they're with their families, at their workplaces, as they're raising their kids, doing all sorts of stuff. So it's to produce spiritual fruit, not to fill a room. So the question is, as you lay out all your core programming, the things you do to make disciples, the question is, how can you use digital to produce fruit more in those key areas? So like a very practical example is like overplayed example, but let's say you have a Bible study strategy where you host Bible studies in your building or in homes in your area. The question is I'm not saying to stop doing that. Do that. Maybe 2 to 3 times a year, you have a Zoom strategy for people that have busy schedules. Maybe they're unconnected to church. They're not ready to show up to a room, but they will show up to a Zoom because they do this for work and they're very comfortable. And there's a lot of reasons why Zoom could work for people that are, traveling for work. Maybe they have social anxiety things. Maybe there's all sorts of reasons, but maybe introducing a crawl step to your Bible study strategy. It's not every week. It's not every other month. Maybe it's just 3 times a year or 2 times a year. And so I'm not saying the church needs to forsake the in-person. I'm saying introduce a digital option for these other categories, because not everybody has infinite time. And so this is my encouragement, is to integrate digital in some small ways, not stopping the physical, but figuring out how to kind of do it together.